Jolene, maybe just start by telling me what Nicole was like.
She was a lovable person. The best big sister to all her brothers and sisters.
You were the only two girls in the family, so she was your only sister?
Yeah.
And what was the age gap between you?
4 years.
And I know she kind of mothered all of you, didn't
Yeah.
she? She actually had, you used to call her...
Mothers. That was her nickname for years.
And she had a very special relationship with your mother as well.
Yeah. Her and my mum were like more of two sisters than a daughter and a mother. Nicole was just the bond. There'd be not talking next week and the best of friends the following week. Even when we were younger, we used to share a bedroom. We had a 3-storey house. So we'd be up the very top floor. My mum be at the bottom floor with my dad. And we'd be up there all day doing colour competitions and who's the best winner, and we'd all run down the stairs. Some would pull each other back to see who was the first winner. We'd just always be close. She loved going up to my nanas and grandads. That was her favourite thing to do.
And I know your mum was also really proud of Nicole because she did so well in school. She got herself into college.
Yeah, she did college. She did her Leaving Cert. She did it right up to the top. She had jobs. She made my mother proud. She made us all proud. The memories of going out in the car together and doing things together till now go to our grave that we never expected.
So 2.5 years before Nicole died, she started a new relationship, and that boyfriend brought the 2 pit bulls into the house. That was Callie and Rico. They were the 2 pit bull dogs. How did Nicole get on with those dogs?
She loved them. I don't personally like dogs myself, but I would sit down with them. I minded them. My brothers minded them. Their dogs were like a child to Nicole. That's how she loved them, and that's how much. And
that was the first 2 dogs. That were the 2 pit bulls, and then a third dog was Coco. Yeah, that was the third dog to come, and then finally her partner brought the XL bully. That was Zeus. How did she get on with Zeus?
She only had him for a little while, but he was just like Callie and Rico. You couldn't put Callie and Rico with Zeus or Coco. They had to be split up, kind of a thing. Callie and Rico were always with each other. And then there'd be a cage for Coco and then a cage for Zeus. So, like, Zeus didn't come in as a baby, but she still loved him as much the same way she loved her 2 other dogs.
I think a lot of people might have seen a video of Nicole and Zeus dancing in her kitchen.
Yeah.
I know she put it up on her own TikTok last November, and then people were sharing it again after what happened to her. Oh, you could see from that video she was really, really comfortable with Zeus.
Every morning I used to stay in Nicole's most times. I used to stay there for weeks, and every morning we'd wake up and the dogs would be downstairs. We'd literally dance with the dogs. I have videos of us dancing with the dogs. And then, like, it's mad how you can go from trusting a dog, sleeping with a dog, loving a dog for something to happen like that.
I know that in the days leading up to Nicole's death, her relationship ended with her ex-partner, and Nicole was left minding these dogs, these 4 dogs. I want to bring you now to the 4th of June. That was Nicole's 23rd birthday. She'd been visiting friends. She said, I have to go home to feed the dogs.
Yeah.
It's 10:30 at night. She's on her way home. And you were actually talking to her on the phone in the taxi.
Yeah, I think she was halfway out home. And I was on the phone to her and we were just chatting away. Like normal, like we could be sitting on the phone not talking. That's how close we were. She would just ring me most of the time she'd ring me, she'd be lying in bed watching a film and I'd be on TikTok. That's how close we were. We were just on the phone, we were talking away, and then she was like, oh, go on, I'll ring you in a few minutes, I'm just going in home and I have to pay the taxi because she paid by card all the time. And then after that, I was sitting at home and I got a message saying your sister needs help. And I was like, what do you mean my sister needs help? I was thinking in my own head, I was only on the phone to her. The ex-partner got in contact with someone and said that the dogs were attacking Nicole. All my family be asleep, so I was sitting in my room in darkness, and I rang Nicole back because I didn't believe it was real, and then I texted her, I said, "Are you okay?" and got no message back, and then a video got sent of me. And they asked me, was it my sister? And I just remember clicking into the video and seeing her on the floor. So I went out of the video straight away. And what I can remember is I ran from the bathroom into my mum's room just from frightening. My mum didn't think it was real either. So I rang my uncle and I asked him, would he fly out?
You didn't watch that whole video?
No.
And just to explain, there was cameras at the house, so this was a video that had just been taken in the minutes beforehand.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how upsetting it was to see that video for you. But that's when you realise something very, very serious had happened.
Yeah, I just knew. So then my uncle rang, and I just knew from his voice that she was gone. So I just heard him say, go to the hospital. We got to the hospital. We were standing outside the A&E part where the ambulance come in. And every ambulance that was coming in, we were just running to them to see if Nicole was inside them. But Nicole wasn't in none of the ambulance. So 2 doctors came out and asked us, can we go into a private room? So we went into the private room, and I can just remember my mum standing, begging, asking where's her daughter. And I was in shock. I couldn't talk, I couldn't do nothing. So the woman said that Nicole was gone to the morgue, and then that's when I blinked, and I just remember my mother screaming, crying. It was just horrible. It's a horrible memory to have inside.
I can't even imagine that night for all of you. And we don't still know, of course, all the answers, and I know you have a lot of questions about what happened. There will be an inquest, and hopefully you will get some answers from that. I mean, as far as we know, Nicole never made it into the house actually that night, that she was attacked by 2 dogs. And we know she never made it in because
her birthday presents were all over the garden.
Yeah. So that's as much as we can be sure of.
Yeah, we don't know the full story ourselves.
Talk to me about what life has been like in the last few months now, since June, since you lost Nicole.
I know she's been with me because I can just feel her, and it don't feel real to me, like not one bit. Like there'll be days there and I'm thinking, oh, I'll text Nicole, but then I know that she's not going to text back. I
know you say you've a sense that she's kind of looking out for you,
yeah.
and guiding you.
Yeah, because I got a job when she passed away, and before she passed away, she kept trying to get me a job, and she actually just got a job. So then when she passed away, I got a job straight away, so I was just thinking, yeah, I'm going to go for that job. I wasn't in the right mindset to work, but I just knew it was Nicole, so I just went straight for that job, and I love it now.
It was just a few weeks after Nicole died that the minister came out and announced that she was going to introduce this new legislation, these new restrictions on XL bullies. And I know you don't think that what she's doing is going far enough, but I wonder, does it give your family comfort to know that Nicole, what happened to Nicole, actually has brought about this major change in the law, like the law of the land has been changed because of this?
It does, but on the other hand of it is that the law is bringing out you have to have a licence and you have to have papers, but my sister had all them, and it had to take a debt to bring in the law when the law should have been brought in 2 years ago. Like, my sister loved her dogs, but the point where I'm coming from and my family are coming from, it's going to happen to more people. because it's still happening to this day, and I don't think there's going to be a big enough change in it. I think there should be a stricter law brought in. They're dangerous dogs, like they're just not small little puppies. Like they're not dogs that you could mess around with, or they can just switch in 2 seconds. Nicole loved them dogs. They were like her children. That's how much she loved them. And obviously the dogs loved Nicole, but they just turned on her. And I know people have strong relationships with them dogs, but they can just turn on you in seconds.